Hello, traders, and welcome to our Gold Rush Daily. And as we culminate the week, it has been a very nice week. So these are the setups that we have taken this week. We began on Monday. That was our setup on Monday, 100 pips. Three setups on Tuesday, we got 200 pips. We had one loss. And on Wednesday, we had that one setup. On Tuesday, we had on Thursday, that is yesterday, we had a buy that failed, sell that failed here. But later on during the day, I was able to get this particular buy, which was actually about 200 pips. Okay, so today, as we are ending the week, we shall be having the FX Mastery Series at the Scope Markets office, and that's what we'll be looking forward to. So, today, I was not really actively trading because by Tuesday, by Wednesday, I had already attained my weekly goals, and sometimes it's good to not sometimes, but it is always good to be disciplined and to stick to your trading plan. Right? Remember, less is more in trading. Okay, and the more you trade, the more the chances that you might lose some money. Okay, so the reason why you want to avoid successful traders actually avoid trading as much as possible. They just want to trade those high probability setups. 2 to 5 setups. Actually, even five is more. 2 to 3 setups are good because if you get to three consecutive wins, then it means you're done with your week, like we did on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right? So, but let's look at gold today. So this is the weekly, I mean, the daily time frame. So we still see the price wanting to push to these levels. Remember, we still have a sell that we are eyeballing at this particular point. Yesterday, the price was bullish. Right now, we see the price having retraced and tapped the daily engulfing. Here you can see that daily engulfing, having also given a BOS on the daily time frame, because from that to that we have a BOS. So the price retraced to this particular level. And then now what we are seeing is some rejection on the upper direction. So that gives us some sentiments that probably today gonna be bullish. But again, we can't really rule that because remember we are working with we work with probabilities. So it's important to anticipate what the market is likely to do on on either side. Okay, on either side. So we have seen the price pushing up. Our anticipation was the price to come to these levels, so that now you can look for these sales here. Remember, this is about 126 pips, so we definitely gonna minimize these on the lower time frames. Okay, so this is the 1 hour time frame, and in the 1 hour time frame, what we are seeing here is very crystal clear. So we see signs of bullishness because that's a BOS there, right? Price creating the BOS. So we can market that. So that's a BOS. So we anticipate probably for the price to retrace to this particular level, for us to be able to look for some buying opportunities here. Okay, so let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. We see what we have. So on the 30 minutes time frame, still this level suffices. Okay, and this level is about it's about 67 pips. So let's see whether we can be able to minimize that risk on the lower time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, we will have it like that. And let me see. So that's quite still high. So what we can do is maybe probably wait for the price to dig slightly deeper into this zone. You can see the mean threshold where we have this dotted line. This is the mean threshold of this particular order block. So we can wait for the price maybe to dig slightly deeper into that. Because if you look at the 5 minutes time frame, still we can't minimize That's still on the same level. You can see it's still on the same level, so you can't really minimize that. And we usually look for order blocks that at least 50 pips stop loss. Okay, so what we can do is wait for the price to maybe slightly dig deeper into the mean threshold. Then now we look for some buying opportunities around that particular point. Okay, remember here we are eyeballing sell, so let's see whether you can be able to minimize this level here. So yeah, that is minimizable. We can use the 5 minutes. Let's see the 15 minutes. So from the 5 minutes time frame, the order block on the 5 minutes time frame, it's also about 56 pips. So what we can do is maybe probably wait for the price to also dig slightly deeper into that particular level, so that now we can be able to eyeball some buys. So we can have our setup like that. I mean to eyeball some sales. So we can have our setup like that, but wait for these to dig slightly deeper into the zone so that we can have at least a 50 pip stop loss. So you can wait for it maybe at the mean threshold here. Okay, so remember the mean threshold of this is this will be the rejection block for the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, so still quite some PD some premium arrays lining themselves there, so making it to be high probability. All right. So if you look at where the price is currently from this point to this point, you're talking about 415 pips. So sometimes you find that maybe the price can fail to come to this level. But in case now maybe we see price push up, we want to see a break above this, all right, to give us a BOS. Then we want to see a retracement to an order block. Then now we see the price come all the way to that particular point. Okay. So remember that will only be high probability the moment we see the price give us a BOS at that particular point. So the moment we see a BOS, then we start looking where the order block is, depending on the price action that will be created there. So, and then now we will be looking for some buys and pushing the price all the way to these levels, where we are anticipating to have these particular sales. Okay, because that's a level that we are looking to selling. Then the moment the price reaches there, we will be able to minimize the risk accordingly. Okay, we'll be able to minimize the risk and also align our setup, because we always look for 100 pips, and you can see 100 pips is somewhere around there. Okay, so somewhere there, you have your 100 pips, and you are done on that. All right, so that's what we will be looking today. So in case of anything, though I'm not really actively trading, and also I have a session today for the FX Mastery series that is beginning today at 4 p.m. So I might not really be actively in the charts. So it's good you monitor that. So the moment we see the price break below this particular point, all right, then what we will be looking at is maybe probably some sales, maybe to bring prices down to some levels here. Okay. Let me see whether it's really viable, because this is where we have the order block, right? That's where we have the order block. Yesterday we were waiting for the price to come to this level for us to be able to buy. Still, this remains a probable buy setup. So, but let me see, from this point to this point, it's about 92 pips, all right? So not unless now you are really scalping, not targeting 100 pips. Yes, the moment you see a break below this point, you can be able to take some cells to this particular level, right? Maybe you take partials here. We aim to see whether the price is going to come all the way to this particular point, all right? So that's what we have. And also what you need to understand is, you see at this particular point here, we also have an OB here. Okay, we also have an OB here. So, and also we have this one, all right? So when we have those two kind of hobbies, sometimes I would want to trade from the lowest level, which is this here. Once the price taps to this particular point, maybe we can look for some buying opportunities, right? You can see that's what really happened on this particular day here. See, the price digged all the way deeper. We had this also level here, but you see the price digged all the way deeper into this lowest point here. So what we can do is actually we can now maybe delete this and now work with this particular level, or maybe probably if you have quite a good lot that you need to use, not risking more than 2%, you can just open a small position here to this order block, and then you can use the rest of the rest of the lot size, maybe in case price digs deeper into this particular order block, right? So that's it. Again, make sure you join my gold trading club, and that's why I share trading setups for gold. Our goal, again, I repeat, is 2 to 5 trades in a week, right? Even five is more actually. If we get 3 consecutive wins, you're done for the week, right? And our target is to grow 10%. Okay, our target is to grow at least 10%. I will be doing a video basically to show you how to go about it, so that we can be moving together, all so that at least we align our expectations. Okay, so and the moment you're done with that, then we stop trading until next week. So the goal here is for us to be able to grow our capital, because you realize capital is the main issue, especially for many traders. Capital is the main issue. So how do we grow the capital? We become disciplined. 10% weekly. We see how far we can go. Again, remember, maybe it's normal. Not all weeks might give us 10%. And the key thing is to be flexible. Don't be static, right? Be flexible. We will try our best to grow by 10%, but in case we don't grow 10% weekly, then well and good. At least we have bagged in something, even if it's 1%, 2%, that's well and good, because show me a bank that will give you even 2% weekly interest, and I'll show you maybe probably you know what I mean is no bank will give you 2% even weekly. No bank will give you that, right? So let's see what transpires. So in terms of high probability, I mean fundamentals. So we don't have any USD news today, not unless now Trump comes in with maybe probably we have something from Trump that was not listed or so, which might likely try to impact prices, right? So it's good always to be to always prepare yourself psychologically, right? So always exercise the proper risk management all the time, because you never know what is going to happen, right? So until next week, guys, ensure during the weekend you take some time to journal your trades. Ensure you take some time to review your trades, and also to plan for the week ahead, because it is very, very, very important. Okay. So with that, stay focused, stay disciplined, and remember to trade with purpose.